This is going to be an in-depth tutorial about Syntopia, and I will teach you everything about Syntopia, how to set up your live room, how to set up your scripts, how to set up your settings, the Q&A, and we're gonna go live on TikTok and YouTube so you see how the whole thing works. So the first thing to do before you start doing anything is you need OBS and you need TikTok Live Studio if you want to go live on TikTok. Second, you need to go on Syntopia.ai, you need to click on the operations manual and you need to scroll down here and you need to download the interaction assistant. The interaction assistant will help the avatar with interaction. So let's begin. Once you get access to the software, you need to click on Management Center right here. You need to scroll down to the bottom and you need to add the live streaming account that you want to link. So let's say you want to go live on TikTok, you click on TikTok and you pick one of those. The live stream account name is just a name. This can be anything. And this here, the account ID is the actual TikTok handle. Just for the sake of simplicity, I use the same, like live stream account name and account ID, I use the same. So you click on add new, you add it, click confirm, and your TikTok account is bound to Syntopia. So now let's go and create a live room. So then you go to live stream workbench and you need to click, so you need to create new live stream room. You click on light and you will end up right here. So I already built this live room so you see how everything ideally needs to be built, and we're going to explain everything about it. So here you're gonna see content, script units, and scenes. So I will explain those and I'll start from here for you to be able to visualize better everything that I'm talking about. So you see multiple contents. You can have up to 10 contents here, and you see multiple script units and you see multiple scenes. So the way the whole thing works is Syntopia is built for you to be able to go live 24 hours a day. And for you to be able to go live for that many hours, you need a lot of content or a lot of script for her to go live and to go over the script. And that script shouldn't be like a couple of sentences that she just keeps repeating over and over again, but it needs to be versatile script. It needs to be different. That's what the content does. The content is just a variation of the script. And the way it works is, I'm going to close this one. The way it works is, when she goes live, she's gonna go live from content 1, she's gonna finish content 1, then she's gonna move on to the next script unit, and she's gonna go over the content 1 here from that script unit, and once she's done with that, she's gonna go to the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one, and when she finishes the last one, she's gonna go to the next scene, and she will do the same cycle until she finishes all the scenes. And then if she's required, she goes back right to the beginning through script unit 1, but she already did content 1, so now she's gonna go to content 2 or content 3. And then she continues throughout the same cycle again, and then she goes back and continues to content 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's how she's able to go live for hours at a time without repeating the same script. So now you understand why we have contents, why we have script units, and now I'm going to explain why we have scenes. Let's say you sell multiple products. When you sell multiple products, you can set up each product to be a different scene, basically. So she goes over, let's say this, all the scripts about this product, and when she finishes this product, she's gonna move on to the next product. This one, for example, is Samsung. So for Samsung, if you are Samsung and you want to sell multiple phones, you can set each scene to be a different product, a different phone. And once you're done with one phone, you can move on to the next one and then to the next one. And for 24 hours or whatever many hours you want to go live, she can go over each product and sell those. If you sell one product only, you can explain the product from different angles. Like for example, you can have a product video behind her or whatever way you want to visualize this. Then the next scene, you can have point of view type of video where she's explaining something about the features of that product, and then you can have the same product from a different angle or digging deeper into a different feature of the product, and on and on and on. So it really depends on how skillful and how creative you are with this to create the scenes. So now let's talk about the script. How do you build a script? You can sit down and write the script yourself, But if you are gonna go for hours and hours, just get AI to build the script for you. Syntopia has an AI script generator as well, so it can be built through the software itself, or you can use other AIs to build the script. But what you need to understand is that she's an AI. You need to build the script not for somebody to read it, but for somebody to say it out loud. For example, you will notice here that we have longer sentences. We don't have sentences with like 4 or 5 words. We also don't have commas and full stops that often, because real humans, when they go live, they speak fast and they go over their own script rather fast. They don't pause every couple of words. When you pause every couple of words, it sounds robotic, and you want to avoid that. So yes, she will go and do the script as you write it. So this is the most important point here. So write the script with longer sentences. We would recommend to increase the speed to 1.1 to keep the energy in the live room high, because that's how TikTok and social media actually works, and live commerce in general actually works. You create curiosity through the visuals. They enter the live room. We're talking about the viewers, and you keep them in with the energy of the avatar or energy of the live streamer, basically. So for you to have higher energy, one way to do that is to increase the speed. So then you can write the script in multiple different ways. You need to experiment with this, but couple of pointers that we find useful is what I just mentioned. Use longer sentences, use less commas. So when she goes through the script, it's a lot more dynamic. That about the script. Once you're done with the script, we're gonna move on to the interaction. The interaction is thank viewers for following you, or you can thank people for engaging. Let's say when somebody enters the live stream, you can say, hey, welcome to the live stream. Great to have you here. If you have any questions, let me know, or you can write anything you like here. Please like and follow, whatever you like to add here. And again, you have multiple script units. That's pretty simple. So we're gonna move on to the Q&A, which is the most important part of the live stream. This is when people ask questions in the comments, and this is how she answers them. To illustrate this, I'm going to go to Q&A library. It may look a little bit confusing, but I will explain everything. It's not that confusing. So when somebody asks a question, can I get an invoice for a business purchase? She's going to give this particular answer. People don't necessarily have to say exactly this wording for her to understand what the question is. If somebody just asks, can I get an invoice? She will still give this answer. If something is similar, she will still give this answer. If she doesn't recognize the question, those questions will come here, unknown question learning. So here you will see all the questions that have been asked during the live stream or on the live stream, and that she has ignored because she didn't know the answer. Here you can just ignore, delete, or just add an answer to this particular question. To get back to the Q&A library, the way you build this Q&A library is rather simple. You can do it manually, as in you can come up here and you can put your Q&A yourself. You can import the Q&A pairs. You can create a document and you can import it here. The way I did it with those is through AI interaction. We upload a file. I will give you an example of how to do this. So usually when you sell products, you will have product descriptions. You can take all your product descriptions, you can put them in the Word document, or you can give your product knowledge base and you can give it to ChatGPT or any AI, and it can create your product knowledge in like two seconds. So this is an example for Samsung Galaxy S25 product knowledge base. And when you take this one, when you upload it here, I'll upload it here. I'm gonna go to downloads, Samsung product knowledge base, open, start learning, and it's gonna take a minute for it to extract everything. This time it may not extract questions, it may extract like 2, 3, 4 questions only, because I've already uploaded it here and it extracted everything. All those questions and answers are from this document. So now that is finished, let's import the Q&A pairs. Yes, it's gonna import 0 Q&A pairs because I've already extracted everything from this one, but you get the idea of how to import Q&A pairs. So let's go back to the live stream workbench. Let's go back here. So now you understand how to build a live room. how to build the content and the script, and you understand the reasoning behind the scenes and the reasoning behind the script units and how the whole thing works. We talked about interaction, we talked about the Q&A, and now let's talk about the settings. So you will see three types of settings. You will see explanation frequency, interaction frequency, and Q&A frequency. The explanation frequency is the actual script. The script here, it means how many times she's gonna go over each script, basically, each scene, sorry. So let's say scene 4, we want her to cycle through this 10 times. Scene 1, we want her to cycle through on this one 6 times, and whatever many cycles you want to do, that's what you set up here. The interaction frequency is how many people she's gonna, let's say, thanks for following up, or thanks for welcome people that join the live room. And then the Q&A frequency is how many questions she's gonna reply per minute. I'm gonna add this, make this one like, let's say 3, 4, 5. And later on when we go live, you're going to see how this thing works. Let's go to create the live room. So we click this button here, and now we're in the live room. And this is pretty simple. This is very simple. Everything is drag and drop, like you can see here. And you can upload things, videos and images, and you can layer them as you wish. So to give you an example, you have the background. You can use any of those backgrounds, or just upload an image and that can be your background. You can use different patches. Let's say I take this one and I can put it like above the yellow basket if you sell on TikTok. I can also upload. I've already uploaded a couple of things. I'm going to show you how this thing works. So let's say I want to take those and I can just drop them here, and this is going to upload those. And I can click on this one and I can have it here. And depending on how skillful you are, you build your live room here. The layer management is you can move the layers, and you can move study here back in front of those images, or you can double click and move the layers here from on the top to bottom. You move on to a next scene and you build your next scene like that. I have her and I have one background video here where she's gonna be talking about this phone, and you can see how it's going to look like, and you can see how she's gonna look like. Don't worry, she can speak and she can move her lips, and she does a really good lip sync. And this is how you build a live room. If we come back here, we click on complete creation, and now the live room is completed. We click on confirm, and now if we want to go live, we click on publish. This is going to publish the live room, and now we can start broadcasting this. So I'm going to show you first YouTube, then I'm going to show you TikTok. So I already have YouTube account linked, and this is the YouTube account. And the way we go live on YouTube is we click on go live. I take this bit here, this code here, I copy and paste this. I click on start broadcasting, YouTube, paste this here, and I click OK. Now after 3 minutes, she's gonna go live. So let's try again. Let's refresh this one. And now she's live. And the way we continue from here is we take this live stream. She's already here. But if you haven't connected the OBS, you just double click on the media source and you copy and paste the live stream URL here. You click OK, and she's gonna go live here. And there you go. So I'm gonna show you the sound.
Interesting because you're getting the 3x optical zoom and 5x optical zoom, both of them true optical zooms, meaning you're not losing any quality when you're reaching for that distant shot. So if you're trying to photograph something that's happening across the street, or your kid playing in a soccer game 50 meters away, you're getting actual usable detail instead of just blurry guesses about what was there.
So you get the point. Now if we go on YouTube, it's going to be on YouTube as well. So I need to click this and start streaming for it to get pushed on YouTube. And it's going to take a second for it to load on YouTube. And now she's live on YouTube.
Combining multiple frames and being genuinely intelligent about it.
So now let's go and test the interaction. We go on YouTube and we search this. We search for Live Boost Studio. and we need to find the live room. Live bus studio, and it's not here. Let me check this. Let me check the stream settings. Yeah, the reason why it's not there is because this one is private. I'm going to edit this one. And we need to make sure this one is public. Done. Save. Click, click, click. And there you go. This is the live.
And the telephoto system is where it gets genuinely interesting because you're getting the 3x optical zoom and 5x optical zoom, both of them true
So you remember we did the Q&A, so let's go in the Q&A section now and let's test the Q&A. We're coming here, we're gonna pick like a couple of random questions and we're gonna paste them in the chat here and she's going to reply to them. So before I do that, you need to understand that we talked about long sentences and she's not gonna just stop whatever she's saying immediately and answer any questions, but she's gonna finish her sentence first before she answers any questions. So this might take like 5, 10, 15 seconds depending on how deep she is into a sentence.
And that matters because you're using this camera every single day without thinking about it, so better quality is something you're actually going to notice and appreciate. So let me talk about the camera because this is genuinely where the S25 Ultra changes how you think about your phone as a tool. You've got a 200 megapixel sensor on the back, which sounds like a marketing number until you actually use it in real life and realize what it means for your photos. What it really gives you is the ability to crop aggressively into your shots, to zoom in digitally without losing clarity, and to blow your photos up to poster size and have them still look incredibly sharp and detailed with all the nuance preserved. Hello, 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 hello. And the telephoto system is where it gets genuinely interesting because you're getting the 3x optical zoom and 5x optical zoom, both of them true optical zooms, meaning you're not losing any quality when you're reaching for that distant shot. The Galaxy S25 Ultra comes with a 2-year manufacturer warranty that covers manufacturing defects, hardware failures, and battery degradation if the capacity drops below 80%. Accidental damage, normal wear and tear, cosmetic damage, and software issues are not covered. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is available in titanium black, titanium silver, titanium gold, and titanium blue. So if you're trying to photograph something that's happening across the street or your kid playing in a soccer game 50 meters.
So you get the idea. She answered what is the warranty, she answered what is the color options available for Galaxy S25. And when I said hi, she said hello, hello, hello. The reason why she said hello, hello, hello is because that's how she's trained. So when somebody says hello in the chat, she's gonna say hello, 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 hello. And if somebody says hi, just like I mentioned, they don't necessarily have to say precisely hello, but she will understand that they're saying hello, and she's gonna reply hello, 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 hello. And the same with all the other questions. So you see how she's interacting with the audience. So now, if you want to go live on TikTok, the OBS is already working and it's using virtual camera. And that virtual camera, as you can see, is already pushed to TikTok Live Studio. The way you push it is you double click on the camera here and you select OBS virtual camera and you click on apply, and now she's already on TikTok. So if you want to go live, you click on go live and you do your settings here as you wish, and you click on go live and she's gonna go live the same way. She's gonna go live the same way she goes live on YouTube. And for you to conduct the live, you need to have the software open, the live stream open. You need to have TikTok or YouTube open. So if I push go live on TikTok, I need to go on TikTok itself. Here I need to search Live Bus Studio and I need to find it and open it like that. It needs to be open, and the interaction Chrome extension needs to be open as well so it catches the interaction. And the way to test it is you just open the extension, and if you see comments coming in like this, then everything is working. So that's how you go live on TikTok and on YouTube. Then I'm gonna show you one more thing. So if I want, I can take over the live stream. I can click on take over here, and I can take over in two different ways. I can take over through chat right here. So the taking over
about this camera system. Yes.
The taking over is the same like with answering questions, meaning she needs to finish her sentence before you're able to take over. So if I click on take over now, she's going to shut up. So let's do this.
this camera every single day without thinking about it, so better quality is something you're actually going to notice and appreciate. So let me talk about the camera because this is genuinely where the S25 Ultra changes how you think about your phone as a tool.
You see, now she stopped talking, and now she's going to, when this is broadcasted, she's going to say this, and
Hello, 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 hello.
she's gonna say everything that I tell her to say. Or I can click on voice here, and I can speak whatever I want to speak, and she's going to say that.
There are many products that sell well on TikTok. DM us and we can see what's best for you.
So there you go. Maybe this one is not the best the best voice choice, but you need to play with the avatar. You need to play with the voices and pick up a voice that suits the person speaking it, so it looks like it's the person speaking it. If we create your own avatar, if we clone you, obviously that's going to be your own voice, so you don't have to worry about this. But this is it. This is how the whole thing works. Now she's going to get back to live streaming because I switched off the takeover. And if I want to end the live, I click on end live, and this is going to end the live. So a couple of more points. So you see, so when you go live on YouTube, you select YouTube here. When you go live on TikTok, you need to select TikTok here, and you need to select the whatever channel. For TikTok, you don't have to select this code like this. Then you can pick up how many hours you want her to live stream, like 7, 8, 11, 12, 24. And then another thing you need to know is the LLM. LLM is considered, we have an LLM linked to the backend, and when you have an LLM, consider it like she has ChatGPT in her head basically, and she can answer anything just like ChatGPT would answer. But if you want to be more careful about your brand and the products and everything that she is saying, you exclude this one. The quality, the smooth 720p, if you have too many things open, the reason why I selected 720p for this presentation was because I have too many things open. And if you have too many things open or slow laptop or slow internet connection, you need to select 720p. Or if everything is fine with your setup, select HD 180 and you're gonna be fine. So if you have any questions, you can email us. You can post the questions in the comments below, or you can email us at support@syntopia.ai. This is going to be in the description of this video. Or you can go on our website, you can scroll to the bottom, and you can join our Discord and ask questions there. You can follow us also on all other social media. You can ask us questions there in the comments in the videos where we're posting, or you can join our WOP. The WOP is for clippers and affiliates, because we do have an affiliate program as well. You can come up here and you can sign up to the affiliate program as well. And the affiliate program is structured really well, so you can come up here and take a look at it, and this is it.